So I have a couple of questions actually for you based around your music. In terms of releasing your own music, right? So you're putting together your own album and you're self-releasing. Who do you turn to for advice? How do you make those A&R decisions that need to be made? How do you do that?
Well, I talk to myself a lot. A lot. I have a lot of conversations where my husband goes, "Who are you talking to?" "Oh, just me." You know, I do a lot of that. I mean, I do ask some people when it's not directly me. When it's me, I've kind of built, I wouldn't say a resistance. It's just kind of like from the years of doing this, I've just decided for me that it's just better if I just do it and then I just leave it and let people think what they want to think, do what they want to do. Because if I'm going to ask someone to A&R me, my music, then either my feelings are going to get too hurt and that's going to stop my progression, or I'm just going to get mad and say, "Oh, I don't even want to, don't talk to me anymore," or something else. It's not going to be good. So with that, I just leave that alone. As far as A&R or advice, you know, my husband talks to me a lot. I mean, he has a very different direction with his label. It's very DJ-oriented and 12 inches, and so it's a little different. But I do ask him from time to time if I do want to do a remix. I'll ask him what he thinks of it from a DJ standpoint. And he'll say, "All right," or he'll tell me, "Well, such and such told me through the grapevine that your intros are too short, or the outro is too, you know." Okay, all right, I hear you, fine. You want more beats, here you get more beats at the beginning, and that's it.
Okay, but when it comes to track selection on your own albums, then you're going to make those, you can make those choices.
I just,
some people can't do that.
Oh, no, I can. I'm very in tune with me. I'm very in tune with my sound. I'm very in tune with my authenticity as an artist. Like, and you know, it's funny with me, if I try to do something that's not authentic, it's like, I'll start up like, "Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna do this kind of track." That's totally not me. And you know, my soul, my subconscious is like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, good luck with that." It just will not work. Yeah. And sooner or later, when I hear it later, it's nothing at all like what I was thinking it was going to be. So myself as an artist, I know me. Like, I don't necessarily need or seek out. Of course, there's some people's opinions that I would trust, that I would like if they got it, but
at the end of the day, everyone does have different taste, and even those people that you absolutely trust, they're still different people with different taste.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so for that part of the A&Ring part, I don't think it's useful for me as an artist. If I'm doing that for other artists on the label, that's different. Then maybe I might want another opinion depending on what I'm trying to do, who I'm trying to reach. I mean, that's different. But for me, no. It's not useful for me.
Okay, so my second question related to your production is, in terms of your creative process, how does it work for you? How do you find ideas? How do you find inspiration? How do you begin? How does a track start to formulate?
Well, you know, it starts off usually in the shower. That's where I wish someone creates. Someone needs to create like something that you can just plug in and start making music in the shower. Because I just get the best ideas. And it has to do with relaxation and just free from stress. And I'm not thinking about I had to do this, I got to do that. Just relax. Now, by the time I leave there's maybe one spark left from this wonderful thing I've created while I was in the shower in my head. And
so you start humming to yourself in the shower.
I mean, if I really could record in there, I swear I think I'd have just the most amazing music just from in the shower. Something about being in the shower is just, and especially when I had young kids, that was really like the only place where I could be left alone for 5 minutes just to de-stress.
I understand that.
So it just, I don't know. And then, I mean, that's one way. I mean, the other way, when I am going to do something like an album, I do think about, all right, what do I want to say with this? And then maybe I'll listen to another artist that I may, something I want to emulate, a sound. And then that's just kind of it, because I want to keep the sound as pure as possible. So that's kind of it. So usually I get the idea, I think about what I want to do, and then I sit down and I just start. Nothing special about it, just start and see what happens. And sometimes it goes real smooth, and sometimes it's not going anywhere, and I just leave it alone for a while.
Okay, so I get the impression you're very kind to your creative self. You have a lot of patience.
I am now.
Yeah.
I haven't always been. I've been very rough with myself, where I'm like, this is no good, this is terrible, no. And also that has to do with part of the time that I spent with Joe Cosell when I was coming up. He's a very perfectionist, kind of high-level production guy. You hear some of his stuff and he will say, well, this was okay. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I came up in that tradition of like, you can always make it more. You can always make it better. You'd always say you can always take it over the edge.
So his work ethic and dedication and integrity was really strong.
It was very strong, and it was very, like, being in the presence of someone that's so gifted, it can either intimidate you where you don't want to do anything, or
it's freeing.
It's just freeing and inspiring, and knowing like you can go as far as you want to go. You can keep going. You can push yourself as an artist. And
that's an amazing lesson to learn as a creative being, right? You can always get better.
Always.
Always. Always.
And I listened to where I started when I made my first album to where I am now, and it's good to hear the journey, and I don't criticize it. I don't say, that was bad what you did and you didn't know what you were doing. It's like, that was good for then. And look at where I am now, and it's still so much more. I always say I haven't made my best work yet,
Certainly not. Certainly not, and may you keep making music forever, really.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why would you stop?
Yeah, no reason.